Sorry for the late today. My GoToMeeting got expired again. I bought a new license. Okay, let's start our today's agenda. Our today's agenda is we are going to see how to migrate reports, universes, and all from one environment to another environment, or upgrade from one environment to another environment. Okay, let's start. I hope you know for the migration. For migrating reports or migrating or upgrading reports from lower version to a higher version in Vivo, there is a tool called as the import wizard. Import wizard. Now let me connect with the import wizard to migrate the reports from a report
Muted.
environment to another environment. So, let's start our import wizard. Uh, this tool is basically to take source environment and take all the reports or universes there in the source environment and move to the destination environment. When you see the import wizard, you have three steps. Step one is source environment, and step two is destination environment, and step three is you need to select your users and objects, whatever you want to select. You want to import from dev to QA. For example, you want to move all the users. Please select all the users, folders, reports, as well as universes and connections that we call as objects. Okay, don't worry. If you want to move from dev to QA, first you need to take dev as a source and QA as a destination. And whatever you want to move, if you want to move 10 reports, please select 10 reports in the dev and move it to QA. Now, when you see here, once you log in with the import wizard, you'll get this window. Once you connect with the import wizard, you'll get this window. Then click on next. It will ask you to enter dev environment login credentials. Now I'm entering source environment. When you see this is my source. My source is SAP dev and my username password for the source. This is my dev environment is source. If you want to move from QA to PROD, that in QA you need to take as a source and production as a destination. Same way here, now you're moving dev to QA. That's why dev is a source and QA is a destination. And in the environment, you need to select the version of the reports you have in the source. If you have a source, you have BO XIR2. That time you need to select BO XIR2. Basically, import wizard is just migration. Migration is just transportation, moving from one place to other place, or upgradation from lower version to higher version. If you want to upgrade from R2 to R3, that time here you need to select source as a R2 and destination as R3. Or if you want to move from dev to QA, dev to QA, dev to QA with the same version. Both you have, if you have a same version, both the environments you have a same version. That time you need to select dev as R3 and destination as source as R3 and destination also R3. See, now here my source means my dev. Version of software is called as R3 and destination also have R3. That means by using import wizard, you can migrate at a time. You can upgrade reports from lower version to higher version, as well as you can move from source to destination. Now, see, you selected source as R3, sorry, source environment as R3, and source system as a dev, and you entered your username password. Then click next. It will ask you to select. It will ask you to select destination environment now. But fortunate or unfortunate, in real time, you need to follow best practices. Don't migrate direct reports or universes from source to target. Source to target. Don't migrate from source to target. You just need to take a backup of the source. Then that backup files you need to deploy into the destination. If you want to take a backup of this file, you need to use destination as a BIR, business intelligence achieving resource file. That means whatever you want to migrate to QA, before moving to the QA quality assurance system, you need to take whatever you want, whatever you selected in the dev, that all you need to take into BIR. That all you need to take into BIR, business intelligence achieve resource file. You need to take into that file. Then later this BIR file you need to deploy into the QA. The reason is, if anything goes wrong, you can again revert back from BIR. BIR is basically for backup. So that's why before moving to the dev to QA, dev to BIR, then BIR to QA. That is the best practice. Again, if you are moving from QA to production, QA to BIR, BIR to production. The basic reason is you are taking a backup of that files. Okay. Now, anyway, I selected destination as a BIR. BIR means business intelligence achieve resource file, and BIR file I am taking backup. I am taking backup into my desktop. Name is dev2 name of the file is dev2 QA migration 0202 2012. This is my file name. I'm just created that file and I saved into the desktop. That means whatever I select in the dev, now all will be loaded into this BIR file. Later this BIR file will take as a source and QA as a target. Okay, then click on next. Click on next. You selected source as well as you selected destination. When you see here, you have a lot of select objects to import. Here you have a lot of objects you need to import. If you want to generally what you created in the dev, you created folders, you created reports, you created universals, and you give a access for the folders and groups and folders. You have a users, you have a groups, you have a folders, and each group have a separate access and folders, and you have a lot of reports there, and you have universes, and you have a connections. That all you need to import. If you want to import only universes, you can. If you want to import only reports, you can. If you want to import all at a time, you can. Whatever you want, you can. Basically, we have two kind of migrations. One migration is complete migration. Second migration you call as incremental migration. In complete migration, you are going to migrate all the things from dev to QA in the first time. Incremental migration means today you migrated 10 reports from dev to QA. Unfortunately, one of the report they have issues in the QA. They identified in the user acceptance testing, they identified there is a defect in one of the report called as a ninth report. So that time what you need to do is go back to the dev and modify your ninth report change ninth report according to their requirement. Then that time you need not to migrate all the reports again, only migrate ninth report. That we call as an incremental migration. Okay, anyway, let me now the order of the migration is the order of what you created in the dev, same you need to migrate. In the dev you created users, you created groups, and later you created folders, and you provided the access for the groups and folders, as well as and folders you have a reports, and reports you created an universe have a connections, and you created crystal reports have separate connections. Excel just have a separate connections. In the same order, you need to migrate your all the things to QA. QA. Now, let me connect with the info view. There we'll see what we have. When you click on login, you'll be on home page of info view. Go to document list. When you see in the document list, you have a lot of public folders. In folders, you have a three kind of folders: favorites, inbox, as well as public folders. In the public folder, you have a lot of folders. For example, if you are migrating one user, for example, you are migrating my user from dev to QA. If you migrate my user, I have a reports. Might be I have a chance to create a reports in my favorites, my inbox, and I have access for the few public folders. That time, if you are migrating one user, means you need to migrate their inbox, their favorites, their public folders. You need to migrate all three reports wherever they have. For example, you are migrating 10 users. That time you need to migrate 10 user inboxes, 10 user favorites, and 10 users have a different access and different public folders you need to migrate. And as well as you need to migrate access rights. Access rights. Same way when you see here, if you select import inbox documents, that time it will import the inbox documents for all users, whatever you selected. Later you select the users. First here you need to select what you are going to migrate. You are going to migrate the documents there from inbox. You are going to migrate the documents there in the personal category. Favorite folders means this favorite folders, and root for application rights. For example, if you select a user, that user have a different access and different applications, that import root folder rights. That means you are going to import a root folder rights for that user. And import corporate category. Basically, you have two categories. When you create a dashboard, and when you save in the favorite, that they call as a favorite category. When you create a dashboard, when you save in the public, that they call as a corporate category. And import folders and objects. That means this public folders, application folder and objects. Every application have a separate folder for the logs. And if you created any schedule, there you have events. If you want to migrate all these, that means you are going to migrate reports from favorites, inbox, public folders, as well as root folder access for the user and application access for the user, and as well as public folders, as well as events, schedules, and all. If you want to migrate, please select all. First time, click on next. Then this time it will ask. For example, you are migrating from dev to QA. In the dev itself, there is a chance you have 3-4 systems. Why they will maintain 3-4 systems? For load balancing. For example, when you connect a Google from India, that time it will give google.in, US google.us, UK google.uk, and if you connect from other country, that time it will go to that server. In the dev itself, in the real time, they will maintain a multiple servers for load balancing. If you want to migrate reports only, for example, when you see in my project, we have a dev 1, dev 2, dev 3, dev 4, db1, db2, db3, db4, devbox 1, devbox 2, devbox 3, devbox 4. If you want to migrate users, their groups, and their reports, folders from dev 1 to db1 to db2, db3, db4, that time you need to select that desired server group, db1 group or db2 group, db3 group. Okay, click on next. That means when you see your db1, when you see your db2, when you see your db3, when you see your db4, every server have inboxes, favorites, public folders, as well as groups and users. Now I am going to take a db1. So in the db1 I have a lot of groups and a lot of users. In db1 I have a lot of group and lot of users. These are all my groups and users. If you want to migrate only this particular group of users, if you want to migrate this particular group of users, or if you want to select a desired users, see everyone, if you want to select everyone group, that time everyone is selected. If you want to select all groups, all users you want to migrate, that time select all. If you want to migrate only one group and desired set of users, when you see here, I selected everyone. Let me select everyone. I selected everyone, but I don't want to move all. But I'm moving group, everyone group. But in the everyone group, I'm moving only few users. Still, you have a chance. So this time, you are moving from dev to QA, dev to BR now. Everyone group. But in the everyone group, you are selecting only few users. So if you select one group, everyone group, and some users, that time it will move my favorites of these users, inbox documents for these users, public folder for these users, and what access they have on the root folder for these users, and access these users have in the applications, that all will migrated. Okay, now what we selected, three things. One is what folders you are going to migrate, my favorites, inbox, public folders, and as well as folder rights, access privileges for the users. Next, you are selecting from DB1, and third, you selected user groups. You selected everyone is a group and few users. If you want to select all users, you can select all users. This time it will migrate all users, inbox documents, favorite documents, and public folder documents. Okay, click on next. When you see here, you have access privileges, and basically they have a 4 kind of access, and you can create one more access if you want, that is a test access. Okay, now assume these users have a different access in the dev, but in the QA I'm going to give only view access for everyone. Okay, now you can see in different groups different users have a different access on public folders, right? So some group have a view access, some group have a schedule, some group have a full control, some group have a view on demand. But my customer is requested, no, whatever the access they have in the dev, give a view access for everyone. That time you need to select view. That time in the dev, in the QA, all will get view access. If you want to give whatever the access they have in the dev to QA, that time you need to select all. If you select all, that time, for example, assume you have a folder 1. In this folder 1, group 1 have a some access. Group 1 have a some access, and group 2 have a some access. Group 2 have a some access. For example, group 1 have a view, group 2 have a full control, and group 3 have a view on demand. If you select all, that time group 1, group 2, group 3 will be imported, and the folder 1 also imported, but group 1 will get a view, group 2 will get a full control, group 3 will get a schedule. But if you select view, if you are not selecting all, if you are only selecting view, that time group 1, group 2, group 3 will get on folder 1 as a view access, not different access. Okay, anyway, select all. That means they will get whatever the access they have in the dev to QA. Click on next. Then categories, you need not to select any. If you want, you can select the categories. Click on next. Now when you see here, you selected public folder, right? If you talk about inbox, if you talk about favorite folders, every user have a separate inbox, every user have a separate favorite folders. But when you talk about public folder, everyone have a same folder. See, if you take, when you see in public folder, we'll create a one public folder and we'll give access for a lot of people, and we'll create a second public folder, we'll give for few user access, third we'll give a few user access. That's why here it will ask, you selected public folder, tell me what folders you want to migrate from public folder. You have these all the folders. in public folders. When you see here, you have all these folders. If you want to migrate reports only for folder 1, select only folder 1. If you want to migrate reports there in particular folder, sample, or particular, let me take, you have a SAP folder, there you have a lot of reports, but I want to move only sample dashboard. Not all folders, not all reports, I am going to move only sample dashboard. Yes, you can. But you want to move all public folders at a time. Yes, you can. You can migrate. See, you can select all. So that time it will migrate all the public folders, their respective reports. And when you select below option, import all instances of each selected object. This time, I told you all your reports will be stored in the IFRS, input file repository server. All the instances, scheduled instances of the reports will be there in the OFRS, output file repository server, OFRS. If you select import all instances of each selected objects, the time instances from OFRS also will be moved. Reports will be there in public folders, but the scheduled instances will be there in OFRS. If you want to move that scheduled instances, you need to select this. Import all instances of each selected objects. Click on next. Click on next. Now you are migrating web document. You are migrating Crystal reports. You are migrating Excelsius. You are migrating all reports. The reason is you selected all the folders from the public folders. You selected all the folders from public folders. That's why you are going to migrate all. Not only one, you are going to migrate all. That time, what you need to do is, see, if you install Excelsius in the dev, it will create a one folder called as the QAS folder, QAAWS QAS folder. In the QAS folder, you can see all the query as web service connections, whatever you created for the dashboard. You are moving a dashboard. If you move a dashboard, that connection also need to be migrated, right? Whatever the connection you created for that dashboard, that connection also you need to migrate. When you expand this class, there you have a lot of connections. These are all connections you created for the Excelsius. These also you need to migrate. See, when you go back in this section, in this screen, you selected dashboards, you selected web documents, you selected Crystal reports, you selected Crystal report also. Then in the next section, click on next. It will ask you to select the connections. You are moving Excelsius. You need to move your QAS. If you have any other reports, for example, you have a Crystal, common connections for the Crystal. There you have this is for Wiser connections, and Crystal you have a lot of connections. That all will be saved in the SAP public info folder. If you want to move all the connections for Crystal, you need to select the Crystal. If you want to move all the connections for all reports, except WebEye, you need to select the universes, right? Remaining all are, each report have a separate connection. If you want to move that all connections, you need to select your, click on next. Then this step, it will ask you to select a universes. No, whatever Crystal you selected that connections. Whatever Excelsius you selected, that connections you selected. Now you need to select a universes for WebEye report. When you see here, you have a select a import option for the universe objects. If you select import all universes, all connection objects. For example, you are moving 10 reports, 10 WebEye reports. But in dev server, you have 5 universes. But fortunate or unfortunate, this 10 reports is taking data from universe 1 and universe 2. Even you are not taking universe 3, universe 4, universe 5. That time, you just need to migrate only universe 1, universe 2, but not all universes. If you select first option, if you select still 10 reports, it will migrate all universes. But you required only 2. But if you select this option, it will migrate 5. 3, you have only ideal universes. You haven't created any report of this 10 reports on the 5. But if you select this, it will import all 5 universes, their working connections as well as not working connections. When you see in the universe, you can create a bad connection or good connection. But if you select this option, it will move the 10 universes and their respective bad as well as good connections. Working connections or not working connections. When you select the second option, import all universes and directly and only connected objects used by these universes, connections used by this user. This time it will import 5 universes and working connections, not work. It won't import the bad connections. But first option, it will import universes, good connections as well as bad connections. Then third option, import the universes and connections that the selected web intelligence and desktop intelligence document used directly. That means you are going to import universes which are used for WebI and Desky. For example, you are moving 10 reports, right? These 10 reports are executing on first universe and second universe. That time, if you select this option, it will be imported first universe and second universe. In the next dialog box, you can select additional universes that are not used by any imported document. In the next dialog box, if you want, you can select third, fourth, fifth. If you don't want, don't eliminate. So this option is very suitable for us. If you select 10 reports, by default it will select the source universes of the 10 reports. But in the next step, it will give a chance for us to select new universes, extra universes. So I selected third. Third one is suitable for us. Click on next. So now when you see, your reports is taking data from eFashion. That's why by default eFashion is selected. Then if you want to select activity, you can select activity. This time, if you click next, it will import eFashion as well as activity universe. If you don't want activity, please click on next. But if you select first option, when you click next, by default it will be selected all the universes there in the dev. It won't give a chance for us. See, by default it imported all, but it's not giving any option. If you select second also, by default it will select all 3, whatever the universes there in the dev, it will import to QA. But as per our requirement, you selected only few reports, for example, that time you need to import only the universes which are directly used for these reports. So this option is correct. So in the next dialog box, if you want, you can select external universes. If you don't want, please don't select. See, you have a lot of universes here also. Okay, if you want to select, you can select. Otherwise, no, leave as empty. I'm selecting only one universe, that is eFashion. Okay, click on next. Here you see import repository object options. For example, when you create any report, or when you create any universe, or when you create any crystal, when you export to the server, it will create a one ID for each report. You know, when you create any file, when you save in the hard disk, it will looks like name, but it's not a name. It will say with the number. Same way, when you see in the info view, when you see your reports, let me take a report, any one report. If you take this particular report, SAP, right click, this report name looks like Crosstop report. But when you see in the properties, when you see in the properties, it will give a ID. ID is 909450. So same way, yesterday you created a crystal report and you called a sub report into a main report. You can call sub report in two ways. One way is you need to go to insert sub report. Second way is you need to right click, hyperlink. You created a hyperlink between two crystal reports. That time that hyperlink will call other crystal report. How the hyperlink will call, you know, when you see your crystal report, let me take a crystal report. I'm just opening existing crystal report. I have some crystal reports. I saved into particular folder. This crystal report I'm taking into the. I'm just opening this crystal report. When you open this crystal report, if you want to call a crystal report, if you want to call other crystal report from here, you need to go to format field. There you have a hyperlink. Then a current website field, a website on the internet. Create enterprise hyperlink and browse for your particular report. I'm going to call a crosstab report from SAP. Click on open. Include a server name in the URL. Click on OK. When you see this URL, it will write this URL for this. By default, your mouse clicks, it will write your URL, but it is calling with this ID. This is the object ID, document ID. This people called as the document ID. The report will call with this ID. This ID is basically for crosstab report ID. When you see in the info view, your crosstab report ID is this. See, when you see this report ID, here also when you see this report ID, that means you are calling a report, crosstab report from this report, but the crosstab report ID is this. But you mapped the crosstab, but it's not reading with the report name. It's reading with the ID name. So when you see here, same way, you are importing reports, right? You are importing reports, you are importing universes, you are importing folders. So when you see here, the repository object means ID of the report. If you move a report need to move with the ID also. So here when you see, select a importing option for the repository object. Import all repository objects. That means you are importing only 10 reports. This time it need to migrate only 10 object IDs, but not all reports. So this is rolled out. Import only repository objects that the selected report used directly. That means if you see crystal report, you are calling other web report. If you are migrating only crystal report, that time it will import only ID of crystal report 1. But in the crystal report you have a hyperlink for other report. If you move only this report ID, if you are not moving that calling that sub report ID, that time in the QA hyperlink will not work. So that's why you need to select third option, import repository objects that the selected report used directly. That means you are importing crystal report, right? That ID it will migrated, as well as any other repository object they depend on. This report is dependent on other report because you have hyperlink. That ID also imported. So that's why you need to select always third option. So till now what we discussed this. Let me go back and explain. You connected with the import wizard. Then you selected inbox and all, favorites and public folders. That means you are going to migrate reports from inbox, favorite folders, public folders, as well as you are going to migrate a folder application access as well as folder access for the users. In the next step, you selected what groups and what users you are going to migrate. You are going to migrate all users and all groups. In the next group, and different groups have a different access and folders. But in my QA, I want to give only view access for everyone. That I need to put view. If you want to give access as it is what you have in the dev, that I need to select all. Click on next. Then you are selecting all categories. Then when you see here, you have a lot of folders in the public folders. Favorite and inbox have, all users have a separate favorite, separate inbox. But when you see all users have a same public folder and they have different access, that's why what public folders you want to migrate, that public folders you want to select here. Click on next. Then you are selecting your crystal connections and as well as Excelsius connections. Next, then you need to select your universes for web report. So I selecting a universe by using third option. This time it will select all the universes which are used for this report and their respective connections. Click on next. When you click on next, it will ask you to select extra universes, additional universes if required. If you want, you can select, otherwise leave as a don't select, otherwise don't select. Then here you are selecting a object IDs for each report. You are migrating 10 reports, and 10 reports, and in the one of the report have a hyperlink for 11th report. If you move only object IDs for 10 reports, if you are not moving object ID for 11th report, that time in one of the report when you click hyperlink will not work because that ID is not exist in the QVA. That will throw an error. That's why you need to select this import repository objects directly used as well as repository objects they depend on. That option, click on next. Click on next. Then this screen is basically to import schedules. Select import option for importing profiles. Import all profiles. Import profiles used by the selected publication. Import recipient used by the selected publication. Do not import recipients. If you select this option, it will import schedules for this particular report. Import profiles means schedules. Import recipient used by the selected publication. That means you created the schedule. You have a schedule 1, schedule 2, schedule 3, and that schedule have a lot of recipients. You need to select dynamic destination users. That also it will be imported, but you need not to import all profiles. You are importing only 10 reports. That time you need to import only schedules for that 10 reports. That time you need to use import profiles used by the selected publication option. And their recipients. Click on next, click on next, click on next. 3 times you need to click on next. Then whatever you selected, that all migrating to your BIAR. See, this all is migrated into BIAR. You just need to click finish. That all folders, all reports, all users, all groups, the respective access levels and the respective application access, the respective universes and crystal reports, their connections, web reports, their universes. In the next step, you selected object IDs for each report and as well as object IDs for each report and schedules. All you are migrating. Whatever you created, all you migrated. That all now is there in the dev. This particular dev to BV migration. This folder have all these objects. This is your folder size. So if you want to put this folder, then later this folder you need to put in. Later you need to put this folder into QA. This folder you need to put in the QA. You have a backup. The backup file you need to put in the QA. If you want to put this backup file into the QA, you need to go to a tool is called as the Publishing Wizard. Start Programs 3.1 Enterprise. There you have a tool called as the Publishing Wizard. This tool is basically to publish large volume of data from local system to server. Now with the help of import wizard, you select a lot of users, many groups, their respective folders, their respective reports and universes and connections, and crystal reports their connections into BAR. Now you are going to deploy this BAR file into QA. Then click on next. Then assume I don't have a QA, I have a dev. In real time, the administrator will create a one folder in the QA, folder name called as migration folder. You just need to put this file to migration folder. Okay, I'm just selecting, assume this as my QA. Click on next. Then you are moving a file, BAR file to QA. So add files. That file is there in the local, in the desktop. Here you need to select all. So you can see your file name. This is your file name. Then select open, click on open. That file is selected. Click on next. You need to specify that file name. You can publish Word document, you can publish Crystal documents, you can publish your Excels, notepads and all. But now I am publishing a BAR file. That BAR file type is, you need to put as program. Click on next. Where you want to migrate. Generally in real time, the administrator create a folder name called as a migration. They will ask us to put in the migration folder. But I don't have a migration folder. I'm just putting in the SAP folder. Click on next. So it will ask you to confirm your location. Yes, I am okay with this location. Click on next. Again click on next. Then here you see if you are migrating, if you are publishing a Crystal report from local system to your server, that time the user, you can give option only run, or you can give option for them to schedule a report. But for us is, it's not a schedule, it is a file. That's why let user update the object. You need to select this option. Click on next. Yes, you selected program. Then it will ask what type of program that is. It is a Java program, or is script, or this is binary. But we need to select script because it is not Java, it is not binary batch. So that time, if it is not comes under Java or binary batch, you need to select script. Click on next. Again click on next. Publish without modifying properties. That means if you click next, it will take same name in the QA. It will take same name in the QA. If you select this option, it will give a chance for us to change the name of the file. Modify it. You can modify your file name. But if you take this, it will directly migrate. Click on next. Click on finish. That's all. Whatever you took a backup, now that is there in the target folder in the QA. That is a way they can migrate. That means if you want to migrate anything from dev to QA, first step is you need to connect with the import wizard. Once you connected with the import wizard, then you need to select source environment. Source is always dev. Suppose you are moving from dev to QA, first to take source as a dev, then target as BAR. BAR is taking backup of your dev server. You take a backup into your local, so that if anything goes wrong while in the migration, you can again revert back from BAR. BAR is for the backup. BAR stands for Business Intelligence Archive Resource File. Archive resource file, Business Intelligence Archive Resource. A stands for archive. Okay. Then once you enter your dev server name, dev username, password, then it will ask you to select what you want to import. If you want to import inboxes, please select inboxes. If you want to import reports from favorites, please select the favorites. If you want to import from public folders, please import. If you want to import user access on the folders and reports, please select root folder access. If you want to import application access for the users from dev to QA, just select that. Then click on next. In the next step, it will ask you to select the server name. If you select dev 1, yes, you are moving to dev 1, not dev 2, dev 3, dev 4. If you want to move all, you can select dev 1, dev 2, dev 3, dev 4. Then click on next. In the next step, it will display what user groups, what users you have in the dev. Select the required groups. If you want to import only 2 groups, please select the 2 groups. Then click on next. In the next step, it will give you selected your users, you selected your folders. Our users and folders have a different access levels. So that time, if you put only view, that time all users, whatever you selected, all groups, folders, whatever you selected, they will get a view access in the QA. If you select all access levels, that time whatever the access they have in the dev, same will be replicated into the QA. Then click on next. In the next step, it will ask you to select a connections for Quaz and Crystal, select all folders, application folders, and click on next. In the next step, it will ask you to select the universes, select the third option, click on next. Then it will ask you to select other extra universes if required, select extra universes if required, then click on next. Then you need to select object ID for selected reports. But basically, if you import a report have hyperlinks. That time report look for the object ID for the target document also. That time don't import all object IDs, means all reports. don't import only objects which directly used. You need to select third option, import objects which are directly used and indirectly used. Have a report 1. Report 1 have a hyperlink for report 3. You are importing only report 1. If you import only report 1, in the QA when you click on hyperlink, it won't import the report 2 because report 2 you are not imported. That time if you select third option, that time it will import ID for report 1 as well as ID for report 2 also. In the QA the hyperlink also will work. That we selected. Later you selected your schedules. If you want to import all schedules with respect to our report selection, or if you want to import only schedules for these 10 reports, that time you have to select publications which are selected for the reports. That will be selected, click on next, finish, that's all. You have a BR, then go to publishing wizard. There you need to enter your target server name, username, password. You are going to publish this BR into the QA, so that time you need to give QA username, QA server name, then add files, add your BR file, click next, finish, that's all. There's a way you can publish. There's a way you can transport your reports, groups, users into user from dev to QA. Dev to QA. That is your migration. Any doubts?
Unmuted.
How about Murli, how about Excelsius?
Excelsius already migrated, right? In the import wizard itself, when you see there's a folder I show you already sample Excelsius dashboard. You're migrating, right? When you see in the import wizard, you are migrating all reports, not only Excelsius. If you want, you can import only Excelsius. If you want to import only Crystal reports, you can. Whatever the report you take, that report will be there in the folder, right? You click next. If you select source as a BAR, I'm just pointing to my BR this. Click on open, click on next, click on next, click on next, click on next, click on next. In the public folder, when you see, if you want to import only Excelsius file, that time you need to expand. This is only Excelsius file, right? Agree?
There is a flash file, no?
Yeah, both. Here you have XLF, right? This is Excel sample.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Then click on next. That's all. If you want to import only one file, you can. You are selecting complete folder. If you select a complete folder, means that time it will select all the reports there in that folder, right? Hello?
You mean to say that you have to export all the Excel files also into the repository?
Exactly. Otherwise, how it will work?
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Your Excel just dashboard using Excel as a source, right?
Correct.
And this Excel sheet have a live office connection.
Correct.
That's why I'm moving all.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
And as well as you need to move what connections? Quas connections.
Quas connections. Yes.
Here you have a Quas connections.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. In the next step, you're moving Excelsius dashboards, Crystal reports as well as WebI reports. Excelsius have a spreadsheet as well as Quas connections. Spreadsheets have a live office connections. That's why I'm moving live Excel sheets as well as Quas connections. Crystal have a Crystal connections. That's why I'm moving Crystal connections. In the next step, your WebI reports will take what? Invoices, right? Hello? Siva, are you there?
Yes.
Your WebI reports will take invoices also, right? Invoices. So that's why we need to move invoices also.
Yeah, got it.
That means you are moving Crystal connections, Excelsius connections, reports, WebI reports and SKI reports, invoices. These all will be migrated.
Yeah, got it.
It's very easy. You can easily understand. It is very easy. If you want to move only one file, that time how you move only one file? Tell me how you move only one file. I don't want to move all. That time clear all. Okay. Hello.
Just select
That I need to select only one file, right? Can you hear me? I'm selecting. I want to move only sample dashboard. That time I'm selecting only sample dashboard. My sample dashboard is taking data from WebI book 1. In the next, my sample dashboard is using a query as a service connection is quarter-wise sales and month-wise sales. I don't want to select all. That I will select only quarter-wise sales, month-wise sales, and year list. That time the dashboard will be moved with the SWF, XLF, Excel sheet with the live office connection, as well as 3 class connections. As it is, you move whatever you created, that all you move to the QA. It will work now. Agree? Then click on next. Click on next, because anyway you are not moving a universes. Click on next. You need to import object IDs for the dashboard. So import repository objects that selected reports used directly, as well as any other objects they depend on. If any object is dependent on this dashboard, that also moved. Click on next. Click on next. If you have any schedules, please select schedule. Otherwise, don't select. Click on next. That's all. Do not import recipients means you are not importing any recipients if you don't have any schedule. If you have a schedule, please use this. Click on next. That's all. It will be migrated. Matter of 2-3 mouse clicks.
It's unlike BI, which is more complicated.
Sorry?
It's unlike BI, which is more complicated.
Yeah, it is very easy. BI is very complicated because they need to use transportation tool, right? But here it's very easy.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to migrate, just select that, sir. That's all. If you know where it is there, you can select that file and you need to select the dependencies. Okay, that's all. That is a way you can migrate. I think you're clear. Why I'm taking BR, you know, BR is a best practice. If you want, you can directly move from dev to QA. Dev as a source, QA as a target, directly mode. But if anything goes wrong tomorrow, if they come back and ask, you cannot show proof. Now you can show proof because you have a BR. You can tell, yes, boss, I moved only these files. If you want, I'll share my BR.
How do we open the BIR file?
You cannot. Again, they can check. They can migrate to test sandbox from this BR to that, and in the sandbox they can check. Oh, this is only migrated. The thing is, BR is a backup. If you directly move dev to QA, if they feel you have done wrong migration, that time you cannot show proof because already existing files will be overridden, right? If you take into BR, that time you can show proof. Yes, I took that whatever I'm migrating, that backup I have in the BR. If you want, you can see my BR. Okay, that's all. I'm going to close the class today, and tomorrow we'll meet. Tomorrow I'll show you how to create a widgets and Visor reports and widget reports. Okay. Thanks for your time. Meet you tomorrow. I'm sorry for the late today. There is a problem with my GoToMeeting. I bought new license account today. It will look then. Okay, thanks.